Okay, so just a little bit of tweaking to do. Okay, that's looking better. And again, you can just tweak all these bits. Okay, that's good. That's looking good. So as you can see now, the position of the thumb is a lot more natural. As opposed to what it was before. But obviously we've done that for a reason from before, because it just enables us to model the thumb a little bit better, as if it was at this angle already. So I hope that does help. Okay, just going to grab these little areas there, just fine tune that just a little bit. Okay, so just going to grab that, shift these around a little bit. Also, by having a low resolution mesh like this, if you do your UVs, that's then all prepared if you decide to take the model into a program like ZBrush or Mudbox to do some high definition detailing. So sort of a model at this resolution is ideal for that. You can go in and you can start sculpting up all your creases in each knuckle. Okay, so now what we need to do is just start adding sort of geometry ready for the rest of the other fingers. So we're going to start to use our split poly tool. So I'm just going to run this one to about there for now, and then that one to about there. And in fact we don't really need to do that one, because that will just run straight around the back of the wrist there, and probably be the same with that one going through there. This one here, we'll have a look at this area, so we can run the geometry through here and round there. But what we're going to do now is going to extract the finger. But first is we're just going to grab these little areas here where our knuckles, or between the fingers, will go, and these will be our knuckles, of course. So just around here. So just going to start to push these around, pull these up, okay, like so, and just going to do these on here. Okay, and I'll just grab these edges just here, just going to push those up, like so. And just in here, these can move across, because this is going to be where our pinky finger is going to be. So, and it's not actually that big. Okay. So now what we need to do is we're going to extract the finger, or detach the finger, and duplicate that all the way across there. And first of all, just going to make sure that my keep faces together on, because if you extract it with that off, you're going to get lots of different little polygons. So just be aware of that. So here we go. So just going to grab this and go edit mesh, and where's it gone? And is it mesh? Extract. There we go. So that's that. That's taken that off. Okay. And then what you can do then is go to Edit and Duplicate. And just center the pivot on the finger there. I'm just going to move that across. Okay, like so. And I'm going to do another one. And then the last one for the pinky. Okay. So what we're going to do now is really have a look at the lengths of the fingers. So if you look at your own, what you should have. Now I'm just going to do this with the. Just going to move the pivot point from your index finger. The middle finger actually sits. The tip of the index finger actually sits just on the lower part of the nail, and then for this one, for the ring finger, the tip of that finger is actually just about halfway up the middle finger, about there. And then the pinky finger, the scale of that is really just below the sort of knuckle area of the ring finger. So I'm just going to squeeze this one in as well. Just going to squeeze these all together so we've got a good bit of scale as well going on. So those are sort of like the proportions really that you want for your fingers. And the actual middle finger itself should actually be the length of the palm, which here you can quite clearly see it isn't. So what we need to do is really sort of move this around just a little bit more to about sort of there. Okay. So that now is about right. So again, these things, look at your own hands, look at reference, whatever you've got available to you, just to make these things look right, just generally, especially if you're going to build a full character as well. You're really going to need a lot of reference to make it look right. So just something there to look out for. So we've got to move this thumb forward just a little bit more, I think. Just bring that back into the palm there, just a bit more. Okay, so that's looking about right now. Okay, so I'm just going to move the geometry about a bit more. Okay, something like that. And just going to grab these guys here. I'm going to move those up as well. Okay, so lots of tweaking as well as we go. Again, as I said, if you do it now, you haven't got to worry about it later on. If your mesh gets smoothed out or divided and the shape's not quite right. So if you do it now while it's at a low resolution, it's just going to make life a lot easier. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to hide these fingers, and I'm going to get rid of these faces now because we don't need these.